All right, everybody, it is Darrell Miller here with the realest interviews. I am here with two special guests, my brother Yasherwan and my great friend Brandon. I want you to tell them everything about yourself, like career wise, what y'all passionate about. So we can start with Yasherwan, then work our way to Brandon.
You said what we passionate about.
Yeah, like what got you started with your career, or what would you love to do, things like that.
Um, Career. Let me see. Really, I'm starting to get into this filming thing. I like definitely like doing that. Uh, can see myself definitely going somewhere far with that. Um, the music. I do a little bit of music here and there. I write books and stuff. Starting to work on scripts so we can work on more movies. Uh, Really, that's it right now.
Okay, you Brandon?
Well, I really want to get into like the voice acting business as well as the acting business. I do have a kind of like a hidden talent with doing like voice acting and stuff, and I really want to get my foot in the door when it comes to stuff like that. And I think my biggest dream is to get my voice acting skills out there, and I think my biggest dream out there is I would love to be in a anime, one day.
Oh
I have
yeah,
met
that's
so many people that gave me so much tips to, get me started on this. And, just being with you guys, I mean, this is just a huge stepping stone for me. And this is just a huge opportunity for you guys, for me to actually be here. So,
yeah. I appreciate that. So I want to get into another question. What was the most favorite um part about whether it's filming music with you, Yashawan, and Brandon with voice acting? What has been y'all, your favorite part so far in your career currently?
My favorite part, man, it's fun, man. I definitely like doing it. Acting, getting to meet different people. It's definitely a good experience.
Mm, okay. What about you, Brandon?
just learning new things and just learning everything from you and just getting my skills out there and just like being a part of something so huge that that I just enjoy it and it's great.
Mm,
It really
okay,
is.
okay. So what you think is the most challenging in your career so far, or what's been like, a struggle as you still try to be motivated doing what you do?
Challenging, I would probably say time, trying to get your time to line up with everybody else's time and to be able to meet up with everybody. Everybody's busy. Everybody got a lot going on, so it's kind of hard being able to make time with everybody.
Okay. You, Brandon?
Same thing. It's just time and money. And yeah, that's like the most difficult part. And especially trying to get your name recognition out there for people to actually uh, see you of who you are. Like, just voice actor, actress, everything. It's just the difficult part is just getting your name out there, and I'm still learning to do that.
Okay. Have y'all took time to like figure out different strategies to get maybe your name out or different things? And since we all work together, like what ways we can do creatively to get push our names and our projects out there? Have y'all thought of anything we could do so far instead of just using social media and posts and stuff like that, which like a lot of people do?
This right here, this will definitely help. Podcast, getting on different platforms with different people, networking really, just working with different people and getting on these different platforms and making your face known more. It helps.
Hmm.
You, Brandon?
Yeah, definitely the same thing. Just podcasts would definitely help. I really want to actually, use social media like Instagram. I'm still working on that as well. So
Yeah, I think like right now because the resources is out there, like we all can create, and so it can be hard because a lot of people is doing it, which it can be hard for us to stand out or what I mean, get our names known when a lot of people are filming or they voice acting, doing things like that. Sometimes it can be a burden, but I think also for me, I think also what we doing right now, the podcasting, the going to conventions, get our name out there in front of people. I think that's a big way we can all grow and build ourselves because I think people still want to see our faces than just, individual posts and all that. I think getting out there in front of people so they can really see our personalities and who we are, what we represent, how much fun we do have with creating our content and things like that would definitely benefit us in the long haul. So that's why we are planning on doing conventions and getting the movie we just filmed and Evidential Miss out there and other projects we worked on, like the Power Ranger Demor. Like I think conventions will really help us all get out there because you never know who you'll meet. You never know somebody might be looking for our individual talents or group talents, and that can help push us out there.
Yeah, I think doing like little skits too here and there would
Yes,
help.
yes. Yeah,
Little short.
I definitely feel that too. It's just like y'all was saying, timing and
Yeah,
resources and things like that. Us coming up and don't have a lot of money and stuff, but we find time and to still do it regardless, or find many, little mini stuff we could do. Not trying to make excuses for ourselves or feel like
yeah,
nothing can be done. Anything can be done. Just like I was saying, timing and preparations and just being creative with what we have. If it's just a small cast, just keep building content until we get them, more resources and get investors like that with our newer projects we really want to push out. So since y'all two been working with me, you, my brother, been working for me a long time, and Brandon, you've been just working with me like past year or so.
yeah.
Uh, which film you really feel like we grow, like we striving higher? You think Power Ranger Demorph? You felt like it was more of a fun feeling, or Evidential Miss? Like, what do you feel about those two projects you both was on? You think those are both good starts?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the demorphed one, the first one was I was in. I had a really great time, especially getting multiple roles on there, and I just learned a lot from that film. And I think Evidential Myths was probably one of my most favorite ones, especially I get to use my actual voice acting skills on that movie, and I
Hmm.
cannot wait for that movie to come out. And I'm my whole family has just been so excited for me, and it's just it's an honor just to be on this film. So getting my name recognized and out there and stuff. And hey, my entire work actually knows about it, so they're talking about it. They're talking
Hey,
about it.
hey, I appreciate it. What about you, big bro?
yeah. I agree, man. Power Rangers definitely was fun. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Um, Evidential myths, especially that, because that's more so that's something we actually created ourselves. So
Yes, yes,
uh, it's always better to push something like that or to see that in action. So
yeah. Original. Yeah, I definitely feel that, especially like us coming from scratch and working on things, and sometimes even as a writer, you put things to the side, then you come back and you reshape it, re-edit, and it turned out some great, especially with the cast. That's what makes it even better when you got dope individuals, or we all learning together, growing. Especially me as a director, producer, writer, like I'm still learning. I'm still trying to increase the knowledge and hold in the craft and things like that, and really build and how to be a better director and things like that. Y'all, you both and the other cast members, what we will have on this show later on, like really helps out because y'all come with y'all uniqueness and y'all bring something else to the table than just me telling y'all what to do. Y'all actually help bring in, make it full, and make it even more creative than I imagined. So I definitely want to appreciate you both and everybody that's a part of this project, because I really think Evidential Myth can go far in time, saying, as long as we keep pushing it. And I know people are intrigued and mysterious about what's going on with it. Like, that we are fans of video games, we are fans of movies and action and fantasy. So for us to do our own original take on it is really dope. And like me and you, Yashawan, bro, we've been working on like not only the script, but we've been working on this card game and stuff like that. We can't wait to release it. It should be done soon. The guy just sent me the last two cards that I wanted him to edit first. So we got something else in content besides film to push out too that I think people really would enjoy on how we made the game and things like that. So that's other things I feel like us as filmmakers and creators, different, IPs or different ways to promote our project than just hey, release a video or trailer or this and that, or just hey, we on Tubi. I think is other ways, especially when it comes to finding an investor. I think having merchandise and having different things that people can hold on to or have as a collectible really can help push the project even more.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Me too.
Yeah. So, what is your biggest inspiration? Like when it comes to films, or maybe like your top three films or things like that, or anime that y'all are inspired by or will want to be involved in, or something, or create something in that, you know, creativity.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, that's a very good question.
yeah, it is.
Like
Mm,
it could be any three from anime, from movies, or anything like that you watch and be like, man, I would love to be in something like that, live action or anime, so anything like that was like something you're like, yeah, I'd love to be a part of something like that.
I would say like a universe thing. I'm not really big into like the Marvel movies and all that because
Yeah,
it's
right.
be too much
Mhm.
going on. But to have something like that, like
Yeah,
Evidential Mist can be that. It can
yeah,
be something that can branch off into different. It can branch off into shows. It can branch off into extra movies and side movies. Some like Power is something that's where spinoffs can be available.
right.
That's just it's always great to have like a universe type thing going.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely big. It definitely help expand and keep it moving and growing and stuff like that. Almost like what Walking Dead did. Had this.
Yeah.
Had several spin-offs. You got the Game of Thrones doing it now. With eight spin-offs. Lord of Rings and what you call it, The Boys doing
Yeah.
spin-offs. Like the more as it get popular, people want to grab onto it and see what other creative avenues you could take with it.
Even something like Hunger Games or
Yeah.
Divergent or something like that. Twilight, even stuff like that. How
Hmm.
it just branched off and had sequels.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I think filmmakers sometimes need to think about too. Like at the beginning, you want to think about that like a universe. I always tell people, whoever I talk to, if you think about a universe, you got to think about it at the beginning because you don't want to. After the film has been major success, and then you have to come back and try to figure out, dang, what I'm gonna do next. Dang, what? How can we make it better than the first movie? Because you kind of lose the interest or to lose that fire
Yeah.
because it wasn't playing at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't playing.
Yeah,
So
you
you
don't
just
want to plan. You want to, especially with like a universe type thing. You want to have that already planned out. You don't want to do that
yes,
last minute or go off of views and sales. You want to actually already have that planned out.
yeah, yeah. Like I definitely believe that. Like only time I could see something like that if you ain't feel like a character you didn't expect to be popular, and you like, well, let me do something with them, especially if they didn't die or something. You could be like, all right, let me create something. But as you still building on the main story, but if you just, oh, this a one and done, but then it grows massive success, and then maybe the investors want you to do a sequel. Now you gotta try to bring your team back, or sometimes you don't have the same writer team, or your mind is different, and sometimes it can mess up what you have created. We've seen it done so many times, whereas with horror franchises, or like when you take 2 or 3 years just to what I'm saying, go back and film or release a sequel or trilogy or something like that. I just believe like you should already, like you were saying, have it already in mind. You want to build a universe. You want to see this thing grow and stuff like that. Or what if, what I'm saying, when it comes to that.
Yeah, at least have some type of plan already in motion. I know things always change and can
Yeah.
change. Um, you just never know, especially like with fans. You might
Hmm.
get that character that you didn't plan on going far with, but the fans love the character. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
now you gotta go back to the drawing board a little bit and make sure you add more to their character and add more story. It's like Dragon Ball Z, for instance.
I was about to
Yeah,
say that.
exactly. Yes.
Vegeta.
Yes.
I was about to say
Vegeta,
that.
Vegeta was
Yeah.
supposed to die, and the fans.
Yeah.
So he one of my favorite characters. I'm glad they went back to the drawing board and kept him
Right.
around.
Yeah,
Definitely looking.
but at the same time, you keep him around, but you don't give him no epicness. I mean, he had flashes, but
Yeah,
you could tell he wasn't really meant for anything besides being a side character. And then for fans, instead of I already had a plan. He's gonna be because he really has the best story arc, as in growth of a character,
you know,
as you've seen. Because he's one of the only ones we've seen went from a villain all the way to a hero, like almost like a WWE character. Like they just switch or whatever. But his evolution and growth, he had to grow humanity, like humble himself,
yeah,
and to know
him.
he needed.
I would say him and Piccolo, them two to me are
Yeah.
the
Maybe even Gohan as well.
Well,
yeah.
Gohan always had that
But
nice.
Gohan, he already
Yeah.
I don't know. He kind of already started. He started out like
Y-
that.
Yeah, he kind of, yeah.
He
Yeah,
already,
he just had to be stronger.
yeah, he already had the. It kind of was already his story from the beginning. Well,
Of course.
from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, it was really his
Yeah,
story.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was so dope though, just to put on a kid, almost like a Goku situation with Dragon Ball. He was a kid and he was going through his journey, and to see Dragon Ball Z, they went back to focusing more so, even though he was growing to Cell, like it was about that kid that
Hmm.
had
Yeah,
all this immense powers. And they showed it at the beginning when he fought, with the radish appearing and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna be dangerous. And he still had his tail. Like, he was gonna be even strong and stuff. And how they gradually build him up was like perfect. How they did that, like,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
a lot of
oh
people
yeah,
know about his growth and him being um a
the
nerd,
strongest.
but
Oh, the nerd. Yeah,
yeah, like I'm not mad at it. That's what his mama
yeah.
wanted. That's what happens.
Yeah, yeah,
Goku, you see how
yeah.
Goku is. Goku, he's not the smartest man around.
No, he is.
Right.
Obviously, his
No,
mama didn't want his their son to be
just like him.
just like that. She wanted him to be
Right.
Yeah,
smart, so that's what she did.
right.
Smart. He's still strong. He really still the strongest character
Yeah,
in Dragon Ball Z. He just don't have the drive or the push. He don't have a rival like Goku had rivals. He had
right.
um, Ten. He had
Yeah.
Yam, Krillin. He had Piccolo. He had a bunch of people that kept him going and kept him strong. Gohan don't have that.
No, he does
No,
not.
and nobody, you really think about it, nobody his age range. Like everybody
Yeah,
else,
he's
he's
by himself.
older than he's older than most. Like his little brother, he's like what 10 years older than him, 11.
Yeah,
Like there, and Goten only got. I mean, he got to rival with Trunks. So, and you would think Trunks supposed to be with Gohan, but the age don't match up, and
nah.
so Gohan just really by himself, which. And that I just now really think about that is like, so he has to find other ways to get stronger, and who else he's going to train with besides Piccolo, who been training him since he's a little
Really little.
kid. Like that's the only person.
Yeah,
Dende, he don't. he don't fight or nothing, and Krillin, he too old for him, so it's like nobody's in his range.
And
He
nobody
just
even
gotta,
talks about Yamcha.
Yeah.
yeah,
Nobody even talks
y'all,
about
yeah,
Yamcha.
Yamcha is a playboy, man. TN surpassed everybody.
He a lost
Krillin
cause.
surpassed him there. Like Krillin surpassed Yamcha at this point. Shit, Krillin got some hands. Krillin is show he's battle ready. Like
Yeah.
Yamcha, he just sit back until really last minute so type of thing.
Then especially you have like the Frieza, his backstory and how he became this villain of the universe and how he
Yeah,
wants to just go after Goku and kill him.
I wonder how he could keep coming back to life, but not Cooler.
Well, Cooler's not a real. He's not canon.
No.
They did make him canon in it.
I don't
I
know.
didn't know that series. I thought
They probably will eventually, but
Yeah.
I don't
they
see it.
should, man. That'd be
Yeah,
dope though. Like,
I really like Cooler. I mean, especially the final
yeah.
form. I mean, he looks like the Shredder. I mean, that's probably what they were going for.
Well, he basically
Yeah, he
was
kinda feels
Frieza.
like a mentor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was basically Frieza's third form.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
with
third
the
form
with the
and then
alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there was a modern. He was like a more built version of that. Like
Yeah.
I think I think that would have been cool to keep his brother in. Like the movies was dope. Like to
Yeah, it
me,
was. Oh.
movies was damn near all tens for me. Like even the ones where them not being Super Saiyan, like the Garlic Juniors and the Turtles, and me, all them.
Yeah, them
I
movies
think.
inspired me.
Yeah, what's
Whoa,
question for both of you?
First
What's
couple
your
movies.
favorite Dragon Ball Z movie?
ooh, Yasherwan.
I think I'll say my favorite is probably the Tree of Might, man.
Ooh.
Everybody fought in that movie.
I do like Trio Might, and that's the one with Vegeta, Trunks, and Gohan.
Nah, that was with
No,
Turles.
Yeah,
okay,
Goku's almost like twin brother.
Yeah,
Almost.
Goku's fake.
no. Oh no, I'm talking about Android 13. That was that one, right?
Ooh,
With the Android when they
that
was
was
all
good.
season.
Yeah,
That was all season. The one you talking about, the Trio Might, ain't that the one with Goku turned Super Saiyan 3?
nah,
No,
that was one
no,
of the
no, no.
early
No,
movies.
Trio Might. Which one? Trio. I'm trying
It
to
was
think of
like
Trio
one
Might.
of the earlier ones. It's like one of the very first
Yeah, it's like
movies.
second or third movie.
Yeah.
So was that after Garlic Jr. or before?
Yeah, it was. It was after Garlic Jr.
Okay, I need to rewatch Trio Might.
It was the
I'm trying
one.
to.
The bad guy. He looked like Goku.
Yeah.
Okay, so one turtle is.
Yeah, Turtles. That's
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, yeah, I do like that one. That was epic. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do like that one. I don't know
Yeah, I
which
like
one.
that one
Mine's got.
because everybody was in it. Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, everybody
Yeah,
fought for a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
I think my
I
favorite.
always like to see that.
Yeah, I think my favorite one is oh man, what was it? Fusion Reborn, where they open a box and a legendary warrior came out, like Tapion or whatever, and he stayed.
Oh, with the red head.
Yeah, Harunagon. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
That one
And then
was.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I do like that one. I like that one. I like.
I like the BoJack movie too.
Yes, BoJack was tight, and that's the one Gohan defeated too.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that they was more focused on Gohan because that's when he was like Super Saiyan 2, right?
Yeah.
It was like right after.
I mean, this was right after the Cell saga.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
right when he transported Cell to King Kai's planet and he blows up, and that's where BoJack was actually kept in the core of Kai's planet.
Oh man, yeah, that's epic. I like Future Trunks probably story. Like that's one of my favorite.
The history of Trunks and
Yeah.
and the Bardock movie. Them two are my two favorites.
Yeah, I think it was more gritty. I don't know, there's something about like all hope was gone. Like Goku and them died. You only had Gohan with a one arm. You had Trunks as a kid, like teenager, basically trying to become a Super Saiyan to help Gohan out. Like I thought that was so dope. Like for them to do that. And you finally got where he came from, like the future or the time zone that Future Trunks. Because when Trunks came in, it was tight, like his entrance, and he just blowing up Frieza and Mr. Gold, like he tore them up like with no hesitation. You like, who is this dude? I knew he was a Bulma child because of his hair, But you like, who's his father? It had to be Vegeta. So it was like that was dope.
Yeah, it was
But
sick.
man, yeah. But what? So okay. So anime and stuff is big. What is
Yeah.
your top three animes?
And this you're talking to me?
I'm talking to both. So
Oh.
both of y'all can go whenever.
Ooh.
Whoever got.
Well, I have to say with my top three, I definitely say Zoids is definitely up there in
I
top
love
three.
Zoids.
Zoids, I love the model. I even got a I even bought a model kit at GalaxyCon, which I thought I would never find, and I'm still working on it. I think another one would be yes, of course, Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball universe and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would definitely say the other one would probably be Inuyasha.
Mm.
Okay.
Definitely Inuyasha is definitely in my number three right there. So
Yeah.
Okay. I
Those
love that.
good.
they even had a Yashihime, half demon princess, where Kagome and Inuyasha actually had a daughter, and Sesshomaru actually had the twin daughters. So like,
Dang.
yeah, and there's like this new thread and stuff. So I really did like the anime. So I thought everybody thought it was underrated, but you know what? I like it.
It's good. It's definitely a good anime.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
anime. My
And
top.
I would definitely say Bleach is up there in the wild card for me. So
Okay. Okay. All right. What about you, brother?
My top three. I would say number three is probably My Hero Academia. Uh,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I never really watched it. I really need to get into that.
is
Yeah.
it?
You got to watch. It
I
gets
gotta
better as it
watch it.
go. It
Okay.
gets better as it go.
Number two spot I probably give to Attack on Titan.
Ooh.
Okay. I do
Okay,
like that.
I
Yeah.
have watched it.
Yeah. I
Number
gotta
number
finish.
one, I gotta go with Naruto for number one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I know you love some Naruto. Yeah, yeah, you love some
Boy,
Naruto.
yeah,
I can see that. I especially love Naruto like season 1 through 5. Like it was when Goro, the
Gara.
Saiyan.
yeah,
Gara.
Gara.
I started loving him. Like he started to become one of my tops. Like when you learn his story and what he went
Yeah,
through,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt for him what he went through.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he's
Oh yeah.
definitely dope. You know what I mean?
That's
My
that's
top.
why I like Naruto so much. Like they the writers force you to relate to each character, and like
Yeah.
every character got some type of backstory. They got some type of history and some type of sadness that you just gotta relate to. You gotta
Oh
like
yeah.
r- Right. And I
that.
think that's where my hero, I think that's where my hero got that from too. Cause you
Yeah,
think about my hero, they def with their story. That's why that's
yeah.
one of my top characters. Like every side character, low level
Everybody,
characters,
all yeah,
villains,
got
everybody got some little tie in with the why
yeah,
they love things. It's so amazing. So I definitely can see why those are the top because without character development, you really don't really have too much. You know what I mean? Like you just got just action or you just got that. But
matter
for
of fact,
me,
not character development. You got Dragon Ball Z
boy, we had Paul and them on here now.
because it's
What?
only a few characters that got development. Everybody else is the
I
same.
love. And that's the only reason I keep Dragon Ball Z up because that's what got me into anime. If it
Yeah.
was because
Same.
I can,
Same.
if
Uh,
it wasn't Dragon Ball Z opened gates, I think for a lot of people
yeah,
in
it
America to
was
love
kind
for anime.
of blueprint
Yeah, so I
or
think it.
mainstream anime. That was like the blueprint.
Yeah, so it get a pass for me of story and stuff like that because how amazing the action was, even though it took
Yeah,
long to get there.
Oh yeah.
But just the world building, we ain't seen nothing like that as a kid. You know what I mean? So I gotta put Dragon Ball Z there. My hero I love because of storytelling.
yeah,
Um, every character, not just Deku and All Might, but every side
yeah,
character. Love like I love the world building. I love the ranks they have. I love the different quirks. And then not all the time Deku, the main character, wins a fight, or battle. Like he loses, like or he needs help. He got to use his smarts and not
yeah,
just whatever. Or somebody else come say today, or you know what I mean. It's that type of thing make you like I can root for this show and things like that. And then Zoids. I love Zoids, and that don't get mentioned a lot. I
Yeah.
love Ronin Warriors too, so I'm in a, you
That's
know what I
fine.
mean. I love, like, people don't talk about Ronin Warriors like that, and that's a classic to me. Like, with almost that Power Ranger thing, but 5 people
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the armor and all that type stuff.
Yeah.
So man, I had to think, but I definitely put Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, and if I'm going real classic, I'm gonna do Zoids because Zoids was so dope with the mechs and all that. I used to love watching that. I used to have a lot of them. You remember how you get the toys, like the
Yeah.
$7 or $8 toys,
Yeah.
and you can put the little figure in them and stuff like that, or you can
Yeah.
rebuild them. And I was like, yeah, that is really dope. Like,
Yeah. It was.
I hope they redo something with that. Well, no, I'll be scared if they remake that. So,
I think
nah.
I heard something
I,
about like they're gonna try and combine Zoids with Monster Hunter. I don't know if that's true or not.
huh? What do you mean, monster? Nah, then nah, leave that alone. You better just
Uh,
stick with Zoids. Let Zoids be
yeah,
Zoids.
yeah. Let Zoids be Zoids.
Yeah,
Please do
that
not
don't
Yeah,
ruin
no,
it.
just
yeah.
don't. Yeah, nah, just more grittier. Just
Yeah.
go more up to date animation style
Right.
and different. Like, because the second one I did like for the first half with the shield liger and the dude had the dragon and it would go into the like liger. I don't know, some
Hey,
weird
no,
stuff
no,
they did.
that chaotic century, yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Chaotic
that.
Century.
Raven and
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fe-
Who
I
said?
forget because wasn't it like a apocalyptic time or something? Well, because I forget because he ends up
It was
finding that
definitely
shield liger.
Yeah,
it
he
was definitely
found it.
apocalyptic.
Yeah, he found that shield liger, but he found the dragon that was with, or he found something that was winning that went inside the shield liger. You know what I'm saying? Like it was something that went in the
What
shield
Yeah,
was it?
liger.
What
uh,
was it? It was a.
it's like a little dinosaur thing or
Yeah,
something.
dinosaurs. A little.
I do know his name was Zeke.
Zeke, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Zeke.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was dope. Like he found it in ruins or something. So I thought that was the shield liker from the first Zoe series
I
because
always yeah. Go
I
ahead.
remember one dude had a shield liger. So
Yeah.
I thought that was his.
That's
I'm
what I
thinking
was
it
about to
probably
say.
was.
Leon Torres. That was
Yep,
the
Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
That was
Uh,
Leon's brother. Actually, yeah.
yeah.
Lena.
oh, no,
Lena's brother.
it's
Lena
always
Torres.
streaming
Yeah.
on anything.
That was his her brother.
I believe it is. If it is, it probably on YouTube. You have to rent it, or it's like I think you can watch it on Hulu if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to check. I think it's on
Zoids.
Hulu. Yeah, Zoids. What
I
you
didn't
know where you
find
can?
it. I didn't find
Yeah,
it.
if I, oh man, that's a class. Man, they
Yeah,
gotta have at least season
I
one and
don't
two.
it's streaming.
Exactly.
I don't want that garbage one they came out with
Oh
the almost like
God.
how they
Yeah,
did
I hated it.
Gundam.
Dude, they
I
had a new
hated
one
it.
that just
Yeah,
came.
It
yeah.
looked like shit.
It's like Kitty. It was like Gundam. Like you
Yeah,
remember that kids Gundam one? Like
Yeah.
they did one time ago.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, I was like, nah, they need to leave that alone. Just go to a straight classic one. Don't try to kitty fight like they did
Right.
Titans Go,
Oh
like they did.
man.
oh nah.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
yeah, that was
Uh,
one that was more kitty everything.
yeah, I think
Man,
yeah, the original Teen Titans was when shit got really serious. I mean,
Hey,
especially
original.
the VA of Slade was in fact Ron Perlman. If you guys did not know that,
I didn't know that.
yeah, that was Ron Perlman.
Uh,
Dang. Yeah. To me, once X got there or Robin, he was what was it X or something like that? That was
Red X.
Red X. That shit was fire. Like when
Yeah, it
they start
was.
having that tournaments, like the hero tournaments or something.
Yeah,
Like oh man, like Speedy, all them was there. The chick that can throw rocks, Terra, or
Tara,
I think that was in it. Yeah, hey, that was picking up on it. That one started getting real serious and stuff. And then Raven's dad,
Trigon.
Trigon, yo, he would try to take over Raven and still have her do some stuff. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
some
like the birthright episode where Slade does actually come back to life, and actually he was a servant of Trigon, and he's like, "I'm here to spread this message, and you will have it, whether you
yeah,
like it or not." And that's literally the craziness of Slade, especially the voice of Ron Perlman. I mean, we've seen
right.
him do some crazy stuff. I mean, hell, he was Hellboy. He was in
Uh-huh.
Pacific Rim. He was
mhm.
in a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. So
Yeah. He was dope in Hellboy. I like the first
yeah,
two
he was.
Hellboy. Like that was really dope. That was dope what they did with that. So for okay, so we're gonna go back to since y'all both was in Power Rangers. Name who is your top three Rangers of all series,
Ooh, nice.
or I can start. I'm gonna start with the series first. We can do series, then I'm gonna do characters.
Okay.
Top three series or seasons.
All right. Oof.
Hmm.
Anybody, whoever
That's tough.
got
That's
there.
tough.
I'm gonna have to say Zeo, Mighty
Okay.
Morphin.
It's always got to be Mighty Morphin. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
them two. I don't know, man. Probably Lost Galaxy, man. It was something about
Yeah. Uh, I remember you was a space guy. You
yeah,
invented. You see
Space
Lost
Jam.
Galaxy?
Space,
Yeah.
it's between them two, like Space Jam
Yeah.
and Lost Galaxy. Them was the ones. But
Yeah.
definitely Zeo and Mighty Morphin. Them is the top.
It's definitely top. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely top. What about you, Brandon?
Definitely top for me is oh man, I gotta say Dino Thunder was definitely one of those.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
especially where you have JDF in there. So
Yeah. See that's like a cheat code. I'll
Yeah,
let you get
bro,
that was a cheat
throw
code.
him in there real quick.
Yeah.
I did like Lightspeed Rescue. I think that was the first Power
Okay.
Ranger series I actually watched, and I did like it. It just kind of had
Yeah.
this like whole drama to it, where you know it just it just shows like really dark stuff, and just the actual people who actually became the Rangers. I mean, of course, Carter Grayson actually was a firefighter, and
Yeah.
he was actually saved by the actual guy who's running Lightspeed Rescue. And he just
Right.
thought, one day I'm going to be like that guy. And it's really shocking where he's like, hey, you're wondering about the guy who saved your life as a kid? It was me. That
Yeah.
that shocked me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
I
what about
definitely
like,
like that.
yeah, I mean, or like the new stuff. I really, really got into Power Ranger Samurai and Dino Charge. I really
Okay.
liked, kind of like. I think Dino Charge was a definitely better background story of how the Energems were actually formed, and you know the villain sledge, and stuff like that. Just the whole backstory.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
as well as Samurai as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I know you were really big in samurai. That's why I have to have you as the only voice actor because I know you big into samurai and
yeah.
martial arts.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely. Yeah.
yeah, for me, I definitely Mighty Morphin Zeo. I'm stuck between Lost Galaxy or Time Force
Time
because it's so
fire.
Time Force.
it
Time
was
Force.
something it was just something Lost Galaxy. I like how gritty, especially with the Psycho Ranger coming back and she actually almost like she killed the Ranger. Like that's the first time I've seen something like that where a Ranger looked like
Yeah.
he almost died. And Lost Galaxy, yeah, Lost Galaxy with Magnet Defender, his
Mhm.
son his son died. That was gritty. Like he ain't come back. Like and
Kendrick's
him
died.
giving this Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick. That's what I'm saying. The Pink Ranger died, and then old chick took her spot till she
Karan.
came back. Karan.
Karan.
Yeah, yeah. Karan came back. Came back, become a Pink Ranger. And they still tied in with the space and the
Yeah.
psychos and the world. Like I thought that was a great sequel to Space.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like one of
Absolutely.
although like Mighty Morphin with Zeo was a perfect sequel to that. I feel like Lost Galaxy was the perfect sequel to Space, even though Space was supposed to be the end of everything. I
Mhm.
do, but Time Force, I like how you had this dude. He was just a rich guy. He wanted to do something else besides be rich and all that. Then you had the Pink Ranger that's finally a leader, and she's going after the dude that she thought killed her husband, and they
Yeah.
go into time and all that. And then you got the Sixth Ranger Eric, who's dealing with his place and
Mhm.
trying to be better than what people pushed him down because he was like lower class to a lot of them. He had to work hard for what he got and things
Mhm.
like that. He looked
Yeah.
at West as the opposite. You feel me? Because he had everything, he ain't had nothing like that. So I really like that storyline. You feel me? Of that time for especially like it was good. I was gonna give it to Space and all that, but they Six Ranger was my issue. Even Lightspeed, I
Mhm.
love I love Lightspeed, but I felt like Lightspeed like perfect story with the rescue. It makes sense for them to be Rangers.
Yeah.
But Ryan, they put Ryan to the side. That was your first American Ranger. He should have been there more. Like
Oh
after
yeah.
his epic storyline, you don't see him till close to the end anymore. Like you
Yeah.
really don't see him till like the ending, which I thought it was a
Yeah.
waste of character development for
Yeah.
me. Like with him, even with Space, you see Zane. He coming out this. He's destroying everybody. He going through his powers and stuff, and then to find out like he didn't have that many clips, so I had to take him out majority of the scene. That's why he's in the other planet most of the
Mhm.
times. Like what's like you showing all these epic Six Rangers, but they don't really after that epic scene.
Mhm.
They lowball them. Like they like the ground just for the Red Ranger. It's like we gotta get you out of here just so the Red Ranger could always be on top. And that's like you
Yeah.
don't have to do that. That's why I like the Time Force. Time Force, you still had Eric a part of it. He's still epic, just like West is epic. Like they both shine through, and you could go with either one or you could go with both. They both shine. I like when the Sixth Ranger and the leader Ranger can always be matched or some type of way. Manny Defender, he was epic like throughout the whole thing. Even when his brother Mike came back, like he was dope. Or he had his part. They ain't pushed him to the side too much like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing when it comes to Power Rangers or they series like your villains who you face, the Zords you got, who has the better looking Zords, weapons, and your
Mhm.
Six Ranger, who had the better Six Ranger. Even Wild Force had the tight Six Ranger. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Maverick was cold. Like his whole Zunaku, that whole
Yeah.
storyline was cold.
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. How he destroyed Master Orc by wearing the cursed wolf mask.
Yeah,
In exchange, he is cursed to wear that Duke Orc mask. You know.
yeah, and when he came back and you see the full moon and it was over from the Rangers could not handle Zanaku. Like they needed all the help they could get, boy. And then he
Yep.
luckily he could fight it off, and you know what I mean. And then for him, when he got the mask off, he still, Zunaku was still around, like spiritually around him, messing with him and
Right. And
things like
especially
that.
at the ending. I mean, he's still
Yeah,
around and he's like, what now?
right. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get rid of me. I'm part of you now, like type of thing.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have been cool. You know what I mean? That was just a cool scene. Even his Zord was tight, the Predator
Yeah.
tight.
I think
But
that's definitely top tier when it comes to the Sixth Ranger.
yeah, he definitely slept on. I feel like when it comes to Six Rangers,
Yeah.
man. But shoot, if that, then shoot, I want to say like, what do we since it's 2024? What do you think you have in store? What do you want to accomplish in this year? Like, what are some things you feel like you take your what would be an achievement for you individually? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm on the right direction, or I'm growing with my career. What would be something you definitely want to achieve this year with your career?
Okay. Well, I do want to actually get my name recognition out there as well as work with other directors and,
Yeah,
just work with other directors to get my name recognition out there. I'm going to need to do more to maybe get my name out there with like voice acting agencies and stuff. So, I mean, that's something I really want to do, especially I want to really build a kind of like a sound booth in my house. If I want to actually achieve that when it comes to voice acting, I think that's actually the most important. Getting getting that set up. Hopefully
hmm
this year, and I'm still trying to figure out what I can do, whether I can actually do it in a closet or actually make a booth out of material with just moving blankets and PVC pipes. So
yeah,
that could be actually something I really want to go for in 2024, especially working with you and a couple projects and stuff. I'm really excited for this. So I'm
yeah.
this is that's what I'm really looking forward to in 2024 is working with you more.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that. I can't wait to work with you too.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime.
What about you, bro?
man. I done took so many losses in 23, man. So 24 definitely got to bounce back all the way. Um, definitely want to actually write some scripts.
Mhm.
Uh, really invest, man. Like invest in us, man. Invest in ourselves, and just keep pushing and
Mhm.
keep going with this, man. I would like to do a few more, get a few films recorded this year. Uh, just keep growing, keep meeting new people, work with some other people. Just keep growing.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I definitely that's a good thing. Us growing, us, networking, building with other people. Do y'all think it's really hard now? Like going outside the box, like even with just working with me, I know me to expand. You got to network with other people. You think it's not too much opportunities out there for like new people, like, or do you like how do you feel about this current when it comes to filmmaking, as in Indiana or things like that? You think it's like less opportunities, or it's not? It's almost like a us thing where we got our own team things and people just work with their team, or you think it is kind of open where new talent can show themselves. Which how y'all feel about that?
It seems to be sleep out here where it's not a lot going on, but it is. It's
Yeah.
you just got to get out there and talk, network. Really, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of people doing, working on things. It's a lot of opportunities out here. We just got to find them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Do you feel like when it comes to Indiana films, what can we do better? Even with myself, like what can we do better in like post production or pre production things to get us moving in a better direction? Because I do still feel like we are slept on a lot when it comes to film, even if it's like independent, local. Like, what do you think we can do better, or type of projects we should try doing to get our names out there or get the whole team out there?
Like I was saying earlier, like skits,
Hmm.
that'll help a lot. Maybe do some more like relatable films.
Okay.
Yeah.
That won't cost too much.
Yeah.
You won't have to go. I don't know. Just better planning a little bit, like getting different locations.
Yeah.
Different states, I would say. I would
Yeah,
definitely say
if we
that.
can travel, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Different states is definitely it's kind of a must. I believe.
Yeah. 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 Or some Airbnbs like for
Not
certain
Yeah,
not
areas.
to mention if we go to like other states, I mean, we can actually find more people in there and then put their talent in our films. That
Yeah.
way, we can actually spread that to other states as well. So,
You're right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
why
mean,
we're going to Atlanta.
that's how I found you, Darrell. I mean,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I found you. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we're going to Atlanta to finish a second Power Ranger film with getting more cast like cosplayers to be in the film and stuff like that, which will definitely help, make it more Power Ranger like and things like that. But definitely going out of state to, what I'm saying, as we grow and build and stuff, or a place is not too far that people can travel out, or so especially when you start now, how much money you do got, yeah, and we do got to do films that don't cost too much arm and the leg for VFX and
mhm.
things like that, and just hone in what we can do that can we could just quickly edit or quickly put together and put on like an Instagram or YouTube shorts and stuff like to build a name. Even film festivals, because people love shorts and stuff like that. We
Yeah.
just gotta be more creative and captivating into the product. Like me for myself, I know I gotta work on better dialogue, and that's what I've been trying to learn because that's not my strong point. It's always been action because I'm an action director. So I do want to tap into other things. I don't want to just be known as a action guy or action
Yeah,
director. I want to,
Yeah.
yeah, I
dialogue.
don't want to be type directed. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Yeah,
show like I can
definitely
get
type nothing.
Yeah.
Type anything.
right, right. And I know majority of my stuff is action, but that's just the things I really enjoy about filmmaking is action. I love the Jackie Chan movies. I love Wesley Snipes. his action movies. Michael J. White's and a lot of Dottie Yens and Tony Jaa. You feel me? Like those inspired me filmmaking wise. Or one that's why I do do film, but getting outside the box and comfort zone really help sharpen your skills and knowing how to do things and be more cinematic. Know what shots I really want to take instead of just taking random any shots. I want to know exactly what shots we need so we can limit how many times we film and just get the main shots I can really visualize and see. That's why like storyboards are important, visual things
Yeah,
that they use that I don't use, what I mean. But I do see the purpose of using them just to save time and make sure everybody know what to do and get us more together on rehearsal because we never done a rehearsal
yeah, we
before.
got
That's
that.
definitely helped.
Yeah.
So hopefully we could get time like in future projects, especially on our sequel and Evidential Miss. We have more time to do rehearsals on bigger projects like that, especially we get a bigger budget. We can have more time that everybody can get together and do things, what I mean, we could have fun, go through the lines and, make sure everybody is comfortable and understanding what the scene is or what to do and stuff like that.
That's why it'd be nice to. I know we're talking down the line. I don't see this
Yeah.
happening anytime soon, but having like a studio or
Yeah.
a building where we can meet up at and
Mm.
something that we own where we can just go to practice and
Yeah.
get to know everybody, build morale and just do different stuff, practice,
Yeah.
study, whatever we got to do.
I like that idea.
I definitely believe it can happen. I believe that realistically about 2026. I
Yeah,
see it, and we grind like we do the conventions, sell our card games, sell posters, really push this project. Hopefully, we can get on Tubi if it's long length enough. If not, short, put in festival film, like show our worth as a team, show that it's worth something to invest in. By the time we get to the sequel or another, big project, regardless, we can have a building. Like my mentor, he had buildings downtown. He only charged me like three some a month. Like but we could get some in the middle, like right there by the Ivy Tech school on 56 or whatever.
Oh.
They got stuff you could rent, like buildings you could like little offices we could rent.
Yeah.
We can use that to you
It,
do our office. Everybody come in, and you feel more motivated because you actually got building to go to. When I have my business office, you more motivated, you more feel like a business
yeah,
person, you more feel like
yeah.
it's serious. So as long as we know money is coming in with the stuff we got, we can put money and invest in that. And that's a tax write off. So we can write that off our business taxes or whatever, just like gas and food and all that. So as long as we know it's using it wisely and that we got money to do, pay off the rent without hurting ourselves, breaking the bank or whatever like that, and the things we got is pushing where it's we're comfortable, then I definitely could see us having a build at least at the end of 2025 long as that's why we gotta me and you, Yasherwan, gotta figure out these tours. I've been looking at these tours of like artist tables and how much they charge for artist tables and what we need and stuff like that. Just so if we keep going to these conventions, Midwest wise, and where we're not traveling too far, then we can use the money that we got from sales to pay off what we need to pay our bills wise, but also taxes, and then for building, and then people be like, oh, dang, they got their own building, film. It's a little office or whatever right now, but eventually we're gonna have a film production studio building type of thing. So it's to work our way small, to work our way up. But I definitely see it possible. Just hustling, grinding. We all work together. We all, me, just get out there, just like I said, sacrificing, fun for later. You know what I mean? Like
hmm
not go out too much, save money, just basically focus on what we need to do now, like budget wise or what we need to finish up, get stuff done and stuff like that. Like for instance, Evidential Miss got pushed back instead of January to March, just so we get the editing right and stuff. Like Ray Quill, she's helping with making sure all the scenes are dope, picking out the dope scenes, so our editor have an easier time
Hmm.
editing and putting it together, and then Daniel, he's gonna put the VFX and the CG, CG werewolves in to help us make it look dope and stuff like that. So I'd rather not rush that type of project because that can actually go somewhere.
Yeah, I definitely want to
Yeah,
like.
definitely.
Yeah, so that's why I like not rush it.
And that's a good thing, and that's a really good thing that you're doing. And if you have to delay for it for like a couple months just to actually fix the stuff that you want to improve on, I mean, this is how great directors are formed.
Yeah, yeah. Cause I don't want to just put something out and then we all not loved by it. You know what I'm saying? Almost like the trailer. The first trailer, like people didn't look. So I don't want that same thing where it's like, people like, this could be, put more time into it. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect because of low budget. We only
Yeah.
had, but we want it as good as possible. It can really be and put more energy and time into it. Like the hell, my Paragenic season 1 didn't come out to a year after that we filmed it because editing time and special effects. Like sometimes it does take quite a time, especially you working on somebody else's time. That's helping. It's not on yours. Like if I was doing this different from now, somebody else got to take in and figure out what I envision and ask me questions and try to put it nicely, neat, together and stuff like that. Especially their name was gonna be on it too. But yeah, so that's stuff like I've been learning. So I know we'll be in our group chats. I'll be like, man, I try to slow down what I say and what I have in mind, but a lot just come like, damn, I want to do this, I want to do that, or I believe it's gonna come out at this time. But sometimes things will push you back and be like, you need more time on this, or this person can't do what you want them to do. So now it's like, dang, I don't want to tell my team the bad news because I already was excited about getting it done here, but somebody can't do what I need them to do. So now I got to find somebody else. But luckily, Kiana had a dope person that can edit and put it together, which is a blessing. And, we working together on some stuff, just, exchange resources and things like that. But sometimes that's what you got to do. Especially when it comes to filming or anything like that. It's just, man, sometimes it could be a while before your project come out. Like color grading, sound,
Mhm.
special effects, all those things is important when you're coming out with a project because that's what people gonna look at. They're gonna be like, "Is this as good?" I don't want to like I respect Tubi, but I don't want no Tubi situation all the time where it's like people just make fun of your films. Like, yeah, you might get
Right.
Yeah.
views, but and then you're not color grading or you're not focused on the sounds or you're not focused on the edit and yeah you get views but you're not looked at as a dope director or a dope project. It's just something to make fun of. I want this to be some people can see the potential, not
Oh
perfect,
yeah.
but
Right.
somebody gonna be like this could be something to put 100,000, maybe 700 or $1 million behind. If I could see something in this, if they just had a bigger budget or they had more, like I want somebody to see our potential. Say, yeah, they did as good as they can with what they had, but let's add more to it.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So that's what this film is all about. And then, like I learned from my mentor Demetrius, like he been pushing his submerge project for almost close to 10 years, or I feel like it's been a long time. But going to conventions, selling comics, posters. He got an animation he's working on. He working on so many things off of one project. And like you were saying, universe. He's building a universe. That stuff is so important. Like especially as a what I'm saying what we doing. Like you got to just keep pushing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. You got well before we wrap it up here, do y'all have where can people find you on social media and tell tell people I don't know. Give people an inspiration, like a message or something. Something you stay with you to keep you going.
Okay. Well, if you really want to do something, I heard something like Robert Griffin III actually said, "Don't just go after the dream, catch it. Just go catch that dream." And you don't know how long you have on this earth or where you're at in a situation. If you have something in mind that you are really passionate about, go after it.
Yeah.
Just go after it. Like not stop. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Don't let people say you can't do it. Push yourself to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
And,
exactly. I
and,
like
and
that.
that's what I want to push in 2024 is pushing myself to the limit and actually, doing the things I want to be doing, more projects,
Exactly.
more voice acting opportunities, meeting new people, getting advice from them. If you're
Yeah.
really that passionate about it, go after it.
Basically, to add to that, just do what you got to do. If you can get up every day, 5 6 days a week, work 8 10 hours, 12-hour shifts
Mm-hmm.
to make somebody else richer, why not invest the same amount of time in yourself? Take the time out every day. You got something you want to do. You got something you enjoy doing, something that can be big one day. Get
Mm-hmm.
up and do it. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Devote some time, some type of time to it. Something we all got to practice doing. If we enjoy doing something, we got to learn to invest time into ourselves. Get up, set a time every day. If it's just 30 minutes, give yourself 30
Mhm.
minutes. If it's the hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, do that every day until you attain the goals that you set in place. Even then, don't stop. Keep doing it. Keep doing
Facts.
it. Don't let
Keep
nothing stop.
grinding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep the grind going.
Keep the grind
Yup.
alive. Keep the
Keep the
grind.
grind alive. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Facts. Facts. Facts, man. Because a lot of times we be down on ourselves, or we got other people in our ears that don't even know us or know what we
Mhm.
capable
Mhm.
of, and it can weigh us down, especially being sometimes in a negative environment, stuff like that. But you gotta keep your head up. You gotta keep going. You gotta work with people that's actually doing what you're doing, or accomplished, or successful. You gotta be around people that's more successful than you. You gotta be around people that's actually got knowledge and reading and keep on building no matter what. Those are the type of people you need to be around with. Can't be around just people lazy and not doing nothing, always negative, always bring somebody else down. Nah, you gotta be around people that are actually doing it and reading, studying, Googling, whatever, YouTube, wherever you need to figure out and honing, growing your skills and stuff like that. But yo, this is it. It's been an hour. I like to say thank you both for being on this first interview with us, what I'm saying, with me and, my brother Yasherwan and Brandon. Like, I really appreciate you too for giving, the audience advice and talk about yourself and your careers. Can't wait to have y'all back. We have to try to keep this really going and building and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Keep this
have
going.
more guests, yeah, have more guests, have more real life talk, the realest talks and things like that, and inspiration for everybody. So I would definitely appreciate you both.
Yeah.
No problem.
Anytime, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
Yeah.
All right.